Hello everyone, I'm Rob Smith, the Smith in the Black, and we got the SPY going shooter, counters, hammer on an inside month. So a little choppy in the futures, although there's some nice moves. The best thing is we've had really well-pronounced moves in sectors. So we know SPY here, month, inside month, handily so. So we're just going to keep going because we triggered that weekly early and then failed right away and then chopped back and forth for the rest of the week. So we'll see if they can triangle these guys out, but you can see it's just back and forth chop there. If you go to QQQ, similar, but did take these guys out. So these became an outside bar of that, but still handily inside month, but red. So we got that working for us, and then you got your weekly closer to being a 2-2 back down. So we'll keep an eye on that. If we go to Apple, Apple shooter counters hammer, like a lot of things. And if you go to here, the month, handily opens as an inside month. So we'll see how that goes. If you go to the daily, here, it goes up, triangles them out, comes back in, looks kind of like the Qs. So we'll see watching those weeklies. If we go to the small cappers very similar, very tight range in here, still inside month, and on the week, here, similar. Shooter counters hammer, we'll see how all that goes. If we go to TLT weekly, had a nice green week here, still handily inside month though to start off the month, so we'll see when that breaks. If you go to the VXX, here, what was that month last month? Inside month, so if it can go here above 27.45, so we got some distance on that. If you go to the weekly, a little easier to see. Inside week for VXX, so that could tell a few tales right there. If we go to the Dow Jones Diamonds, and Dow Jones Diamonds very similar to the other averages, so a little bit more to the middle though, so a little stronger, but the month, there it is. So here in the dailies, chopping around like the other one's tight. If you go to Boeing, having some problems here. Boeing breaks the month. Inside month to the downside, and a lot of the opening up pandemic stocks are doing this, taking out the monthly lows. So you're inside month and down in Boeing, you just get some short-term exhaustion risk. If you go to Honeywell, handling an inside month, just can keep an eye on this here. The potential 2-2-2 back down if they start hitting industrials. Go to Procter & Gamble, inside week. And so that tells us we can look at XLP, and XLP a little better. All right, so slightly took that out in green. So Procter could tell a few stories, and with that, we'll see how that goes. If you go to UNH, nice little week there, and getting closer to the month here. Trying to take that month out up into here, and Johnny John, it's got a little bit of distance, but had a nice week. And so the healthcare. There you go. Healthcare a little stronger. And if you go around there, XLV, here, 3-2 on the week, you got some distance for that month, but getting a little closer because you do have ANTM taking out that monthly high, and Humana trying to go inside month and up over 440.58. You might as well throw Lilly in there with the druggies there because it is the 2-2 hammer month up. If you go to the transports handily inside month on the week was green and took that up, but who it wasn't is the airlines. And the airlines are coming down, trying to go after the months here inside month. American Airlines, Southwest Air. So the airlines having some problem there. There's your RevStrat month and Southwest Air. The winners are the rails. CSX here going 3-2-2. Shrink these down a little bit. 3-2-2 on the month, so that's still good. You've got Union Pac inside and up on the month. You've got Norfolk Southern trying to go 2-2, or does go 2-2, and CP Rail here taken out last month and had a really nice week here. CP Rail to do it. Your hammer counter shooter. Triangle the out, bam. So we'll see how that continues. CHRW and the truckers also having a nice week, and that's right near the 2-2 month, so we'll see how the truckers go. If we go to XLU, they were definitely poured into XLU because XLU is now RevStrat month, 1-2-2 All right, so you can see the last 3 days here, they've just been coming into the Utes for defense. So we'll see if that continues. We go to FAS, not as fortunate. And if you go to the weekly here, inside week for FAS, and if you go to XLF here, it's close to the tick. So we'll see how that goes, because JP Morgan coming down, taking out last month's lows here. Inside month to the downside, and that's 312. Citicorp taking out last month's lows as well. So they got some problems. Capital One here, inside month to the downside. DFS, inside month to the downside. You've got MA taking out last month's lows. Take a look at Visa. Visa taking out last month's lows. You got American Express going 2-2 reversal on the month. Morgan Stanley 3-2 down. Goldman Sachs, he's just sitting there but getting close to that month down. And MetLife 2-2 reversal, working on that monthly there. So the financials in a little bit of a pickle. If you go to crude, get boy, and crude just motoring, and we've been watching that for a while, and there it is, and there's your triangle out, and then get. So XLE here, it's going out on the highs. So we got a little bit of exhaustion risk, but a nice week there with the triangle out, boom, get. And XOP here, that was a nice rev strat week. OIH here, 2-2 reversal back up. So they're all pretty just gunning here, so there's not too much new to see here. Exxon on the week, and so these monthlies so far just walking up. We'll see if there's any triangle out in these things, in your chevrons and your PXDs, and the whole gang, and Oxy just blasting. So what you do have is LPI is an inside month to the upside, not blasting into the highs just yet. So we'll see if that goes. Kinder Morgan also inside month at KMI. EQT inside month to the upside. You've got Helmerich Payne and Oil Services just going into recent highs after the 322, and then off she goes. If we go to Slob on the month, they sold them off a little bit, now still trying to come back up. So these are a little more interesting here. So Slob, you might get the 2-2, and the Halliburton a little stronger there, but the Slob lagging just a little bit to see if we can get that going. If we go to refiners, HFC dogging it here in an inside week, down near the lows, having some problems. But Valero, weekly hammer if they want to go 2-2 and right back up, so you can watch that with all that gang. If we go to XRT retail, XRT, the shooter counters hammer kind of deal. Walmart, winner. So Walmart coming up on the month. Here, 2 down, 2 up on the month. So Walmart, winner so far. If we go to Costco, Costco just kind of sitting here on the month for the week. Took that out, and you get the slight higher high and the lower low. So there's your broadening formation, just a little tight, because then today, gap down, and so 2-2 reversal, so kind of stuck in a range there. Target here, just kind of consolidating after the big gun up. If we go to Kroger coming up strong on the inside month, just some exhaustion risk going into the highs. If you go to ACI, Albertsons, inside month to the upside, got a little bit more to take this out at 37.85 for the 322. Starbucks having some problems. Starbucks is an inside week here and just still drifting lower. If we go to Deckers, some exhaustion risk, but going out on the lows of the week. If we go to DRI, that can be considered pandemic somewhat too, and that's inside down in the month here. 312 hits magnitude, but we'll see if we get anything more out of that. Tractor Supply says let's go the other way, and getting closer to the 2-2 month over 226.30. You got a little bit of distance on that, but nice week for that. Boom. Now you're going to come up on these guys. If we go to Phillips Van Peeuken, rough one here. Inside month to the downside for Phillips Van Peeuken, PVH. If you go to gold coming up here, and that's probably going to be in the macro list trying to take out last year's highs. So just kind of drifting higher, but it's still working. All right, so it tells us the GDXs of the world and all of them looking very similar. JNUG here, always a fave. Here, nice, since you got some more highs to go up after here, but you see, they did triangle them out down into here to make sure they's out. And now you can come after these guys. If we go to XLK closer to the 222 back down there, and SMH a little bit worse. All right, so be aware of that. Facebook, potential 222 back down again on the week. Amazon here, closer to going 2 back down here, still inside month. Here, inside, but this could get nasty if they can take her down. We'll see. If we go to Netflix, oh, how the mighty have fallen, getting closer to that inside month to the downside. If you go to Google so far your winner, still an inside month, but we'll see how it acts on this week. Here, the 222, boom, puke, we'll see. If we go to NVIDIA, it's kind of stuck in here, and so you got your inside month, so you can watch that with the SMH and the rest of the gang there, but stuck in here for now. If we go to SQ, God, trying to go 3 month there already. And the week would be 322 if they want to bring that down lower. Go to Coop, shooter counters hammer. Still inside month, but shooter counters hammer to start off the new week. Watching the AMDs. The compound 3 weaker, and if that works, you get the inside month. If you go to MU, and MU getting closer to that month after the inside day down, shellacking today, so if you go to the week, just looks like a 3 weaker, so you can keep an eye on that monthly level. If we go to UPST, and that's setting up the RevStrat week. It hit magnitude by taking this out, but then came right back in, and then potentially could be a 3 month. It took this out very slightly, but now dropping back in, so keep an eye on that. That was another nice inside day, coming back into an old 3 down in here, so it'd be nice to get that higher high and really wreck it down through here. Go to NET, and NET, rough days. Also took out that month and is now coming back through for potential 1 bar RevStrat outside month. On the week, you're closer to the 2 down. So we'll see how that goes. If you go to SITB Homebuilders, shooter counters hammer on the week. That's going to give you DHI, potential 322 to the downside. And Lennar here, potential 22 shooter counters hammer to the downside. Go to the XME. Inflation time, another nice week over there. And so that's going to give you, your CLF, real nice move there. That's an inside month to the upside. Here, the 312, and trying to take these guys out. You've got the steels, Nucor, also having a nice run here. If you go to the weekly, still going 3-2, just some exhaustion risk on these guys, but they're running. Letter X coming up here, letter X. If we go to STLD, also, so all them steels having a nice run, just going out on the highs. FCX is going out near the highs. All the inflation trade, Alcoas, and all that kind of fun stuff. Maybe even SCCO, Dr. Kappa. There you go. So those guys all having a nice time. Who's also not having a nice time with those airlines and that DRIs is the opening up trade. EXPE not having any fun here, and EXPE going 2 month reversal to the downside with TripAdvisor coming down. You've also got the cruise ships, RCL, taking out last month's lows, 2 reversal, CCL. Here also, Wynn Resorts getting hit here just a tad, and LVS a little bit worse with the shooter 2 down on the month. Other winners of the war machines, and they're just having exhaustion risk. Northrop Grumman, we know. And today's inside day to the upside. LMT, General Dynamics, so we can keep an eye on all those as well. Solars were running and then backed off, so we can see how they do on the week. ENPH, potential shooter with SEDG here. You can always watch CSIQ, see if they're all going to be playing together. Just a couple more. How about some garbage for you? WM, Waste Management, nice run here. and 2-2 month to the upside with WCN. Also 2-2 reversal to the upside. If you go to Ice Baby, just a couple more here. That's an inside month to the upside. You go to Manpower here. Shooter 2-2 reversal to the downside. And Teslar's still handily inside month and on the week. Potential shooter counters hammering like a lot of things. So, like I said, really pronounced rotation here, which is good. It's been great for us. So the question is, when do these futures try and go figure something out? All right, that's going to do it for today. I'm Rob Smith, Missing the Black with the Weekend Vid.